to the town of Aguafaya, the stranger wouldn't find day. And he spoke to...
Alright, y'all. So, last time I had to cut it a little short, ran out of time for recording. Gonna get the brackets, second round, and the second round of losers all wrapped up today. Probably gonna try to do this in maybe 3 more sessions. Have grand finals done by that. So the first match we're gonna have is the Z49, which was the top seat out of the losers round robin last time about, versus the Constantine. See how this works out. Now I did end up putting most of the well, you'll see how the brackets play out. There was a little bit of fiddling that needed to be done to make sure the finals didn't end up being too silly. Largely just boom, knocked 2% off the Constantine instantly there. We got so many slowdowns from the Constantine popping like popcorn. Hasn't lost any firepower yet, somehow. First few rounds of crams, all falling short, it looks like. Oh, there we go. One of the crams have been breached in the Constantine. Look at the health just dropping. Lost 9% health. I don't even think it's been, what, a minute? All center of mass shots, looks like, for the most part. What gun got breached? Oh, this gun got, I think... No, it's not dead yet. Alright. This one is dead? Yeah, maybe? Yes. Yeah, okay. It did kill one gun. 2 guns maybe now? Is it hitting this front one? That's not where the damage is done. Z49 starting to lose a little bit of health, a little bit of firepower too. The blimp has apparently lost some firepower. Yeah, it's the first time that's happened. I wonder, what happened? Take a look over here real quick. Did it maybe just lose some of the gantries on the missiles? That must have been what happened. Alright, Constantine already down 15% health. Doesn't seem to be able to get a lot of its cram firepower. Whoo! The torpedo's just taking out a full-ass gun there, though. And also missing. As you do. It doesn't seem like a lot of the cram firepower is actually being able to, like, get on target with the Constantine. Not seeing the usual lines of crams coming in here. Although, that did not look good for this gun. Looks like these are going to be a near miss? No. Might have crippled this. Oh no, that's a full deck mount turret. Alright. Lots of explosions still coming in. Looks like some of the crams are finally getting on target here. Whoa! Torpedoes almost burrowing through to a gun there, I think. Let's take a look. The Constantine's firepower is still just really dropping, but we're starting to even out in firepower and health here. This is actually really close. God, look at the holes getting ripped into this stupid galleon. We are really starting to hurt for guns here. Oh, the Z49 must have lost another turret. The blimp is dead! No! I think the torpedoes and the cumulative cram hits here are starting to really add up. Well, this is really close. Constantine, I'm going to assume, is the one that was exploding there. More big missile and cram hits. I think I saw some torpedoes. It's hard to tell sometimes. Those are not going to hit. Yeah. Seems like just about every miss on the torpedoes is going to be a really big problem for the Constantine. It's relying on those to do a lot of heavy lifting, I think, in this matchup. Whoa, those crams were way off. Uh-oh. We may be blind. Either blind or the barrels on the crams have all been sniped off. Yeah, it looks like the barrels are in the water, which will mean that the crams basically can't hit. Functionally. So we're down largely to torpedo firepower here. Oh, that's another turret. Looks like that one got hit by torpedoes, actually. Whoa! There went some missiles carving a hole straight through. Looks like they killed an entire ass gun there. Few remaining crams just kind of arcing in, meanwhile the blimp just kind of being sad. The crams seem to just be able to poke their heads out of water enough to get some level of accuracy. Basically tied in firepower and health. That was another big missile hit, just ripping off one of the secondaries. Very close. Whoa, that's another full turret gone. There are a lot of these crams, but each one really hurts. More torpedoes coming in and ripping large numbers of health off. Wow, this is so close. The 49 really doing a fantastic job of avoiding cram firepower. Whoa, there went a little deck mount turret. Oh man, that was a huge torpedo hit. Oh, that's it. The 49 is dying from health. There was so much slowdown in that. It looks like we've been recording for 9 minutes on, I think that was a 6-minute total actual time. Gotta love it, man. Actually, is this a weird AI thing going on right now? It's just not shooting. It's just not shooting. Why do they have to introduce new bugs with every version of the game? Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna restart the client. Okay. Hopefully the reboot fixed things. Well, we did have a gunfire. What did they change? Oh, no, there they go. Alright. The rear ones still aren't, but very bizarre. It's shooting, though. Supposedly there were some changes to broadside AI? I don't know if that might have messed with things, but yeah, guns are going this time. I may have to go through all of the entries and disable the new broadside AI setting that messes with their like approach and retreat and stuff, just to make sure everyone's ships are functioning the way they intended for them to. I haven't even taken a look at it because I was just kind of hoping it wouldn't break anyone's boats, but given that like we had a weird thing the last round with some of the ships running out like clearly in ways they weren't intended, I'm gonna have to take a look. I guess I should have kept up a little bit better with that. Hopefully it didn't impact the results of anything too much. It does look like things are largely going the way they were before. Constantine's lost 20% firepower, 15% health already. Just because the firepower on these projects is so nasty. The poor Blormp is being shot to shit and is reporting a little bit of lost firepower itself. It definitely does look like, yeah, the one of the missiles has been largely knocked off there. Poor guy. Big old chunks taken out too. It's like we've lost one main turret on the Z. It is hard to hit with crams. It wiggles real good. The PID settings on it must be really aggressive for y'all. Lots of crams still coming in though. Let's take a look at how the Constantine's looking. Starting to even out in health here though. Oh man, look at the holes ripped into this thing. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Bloody love to see it. It looks like the Constantine is ahead in HP and firepower a little bit earlier on. Oh, that was a full turret. God, we missed that pop. Oh man. Oh, yeah, insofar as the bracket, Mecha and J-Dog both kind of pointed out that the way the bracket was shaping up looked like it would be kind of boring, so I tossed all of my designs on one side of the bracket where they will fight each other and like only one of them is going to be able, assuming that they do well, which I'm always rooting that they don't, but only one of them should be able to move through, and it's going to have to go through the others to get there. The torpedoes! We got to watch the torpedoes crush a turret in real time. Holy shit. Yeah, they just carved right through. Because the way it was shaping up was a little bit boring otherwise, so a little bit of manual bracket fiddling there. Oh no, wait, the Z49 is about to DQ from health. There it goes. Oh, oh, just in time for another turret break. Damn, what a volatile matchup. It really feels like the 49 could absolutely beat the Constantine. Like, this is so close. Okay, next up we have Kevin Try's second entry, still up in the brackets, the Z42, which has had a really nasty record, going up against J-Dog's turret farmer. We did send it back to try to get the whatever gremlins were haunting the machine and keeping it from functioning sorted out, and they said it was working on their end, so hopefully it works on my end too. Spin! Yeah! Alright. Granted, this thing makes a absolutely spectacular weapons platform, but it is nice to see it moving. It's too pretty for it to just sit still, you know? Oh, we've got big explosions on the 42 already. Holy shit. Look at the number go down. You can just watch the decimal places tick away. Holy shit, this is a scary ship. We're down 2 main turrets already. There's just blocks and buoyancy recalculations, bouncing. God damn, guys. It's 50% firepower. It has been 1 minute. Now, the turret farmer has lost about 10% of its firepower as well. Yup, full turret popped here. And I mean, a lot of damage actually done, if we're gonna be real. It's just that the pure, sustained firepower potential is so... Yeah, that's another turret gone. Both rear turrets gone. We have part of that is dead. It's gone. There are no main turrets remaining. We are almost DQing from health. We're DQing from health. Round 2. God, you hardly ever get to see his cool little planes because the boat frickin' just ruins things so quickly. Those look... I don't know, actually. Well... Oh, they could use ejectors to push him down into the water, because I feel like... this one might hit. Those are all going to miss from the main ship. But this one, from the plane... No. Oh, no! We're just watching turrets fall off already. Oh, my God. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted by the little torpedo bombing run. It's really cool. But just... Jesus. Well, okay, alright. That volley of torpedoes nailed it. More coming in. God damn. The turret farmer just really proving to be an unspeakable horror. To try to compete against. It just has so much firepower. There it is. I mean, that was the final main turret where we've got less than 1% health before DQ. And it just has just enough armor to really weather the alpha strike from other craft, so you're not going to be able to cheek this one out. All right, next up, unfortunately, 2 of the cram entries fighting each other. We've got the Dread Lizard monitor organ versus the Crampage. Sorry, I had to do the whole inside-out reading of that there. It's just, it's a little fun. Should be interesting to see how this goes. The first crams bouncing off the waterline to hit. That's very from the depths. Well, it does look like the lizard might not be quite fast enough to evade the missile firepower from the Crampage. First line of crams largely going center of mass, looks like. Not the best spot. Hopefully the aim point picks a better target. Okay, alright, there are guns there. Oh, that's a gun. Boom. Hell yeah. Love it. Meanwhile, ton of parts flying around here. I think those are detection components? Yeah, okay, some towers got nailed here. Turret cap already looking really weathered from the HE, and so is the armor. In fact, I think that's the last layer there. You gotta love crams versus crams. Ooh. More big firepower going out. Losing more. Yep, that's a turret popped. We've lost at least 2 turrets. Potentially fire. Yep, firepower in here. This turret's effectively dead. Monitor Lizard is starting to take firepower damage. In fact, I think I just saw a bunch of cram components fly out. Wonder where it got in. HE leak? Firing pieces? Jesus. Interesting. Oh, no, it's these little things here. Okay, alright. We are getting close to losing firepower, but we look at all of the blocks. But we haven't yet. Oh, man, the cram bitch really needs to get in there. Uh-oh. I think I might have disabled its missiles here. What is it? If you were seeing this, there's a high likelihood that the failsafes failed and blew up our own turret. Fascinating. I like the cheeky messages you have littered around your ship, Maxolotl. That's really fun. It's something I want to do. Like it's just really good, man. Uh-oh. We do not have a lot of firing pieces left. I only saw a couple. Let's see, we got 1 there, 2. Are we broadside shifting? Oh dear. If we are, the broadside shift cost us a gun. Which you do hate to see. Okay, broadside shift has now cost 2 guns. All those cram components. Lots more firepower coming in. Largely missing, though. That part of the broadside shift really working out. Down to 30% firepower, though. And also below in health. It looks like in the broadside shift, it shifted itself away from the side that it had been doing the most damage to on the organ. That's really unlucky. That is really unfortunate. That might make this more or less impossible with 2 minutes on the clock. Unless it just blows the hell out of the turret cap. Alright, looks like we've got at least 5 or 6 firing pieces left. A very real possibility that this turret cap fails. It's starting to look sketchy. And all of its eggs could not be more in one basket. Yeah. We can see local weapon controllers. Bonk. Damn, that's a big APS shell, whatever that is. Looks like they might be pure HE. Oh, man. The organ still seems to be firing at the rear here. Which is not the ideal location for it. Oh, those, on the other hand, were very dispersed. Largely hitting guns that were already dead, though. Oh, and the lizard has lost some firepower. That has got to be from the turret cap. Yup. That was a lot of dry fires, and a lot still working, though. Oh, yeah, it looks like the, Crambage is almost exclusively targeting the turret cap now. Not sure why the twitchiness in the aim point selection over here. Could be that it's having difficulty seeing now. Crambage still slowly losing more and more firepower, though. Wow, this is really close. It does look like the Organ may clutch this first round out, though. Just in terms of the HP damage it was able to rack up. Also starting to slow down. I think we've got some serious... Oh, well, okay. Yeah, you don't need engine damage when that happens, huh? Oh, well. And there's your engine damage. Oh, that's right. He's got this really cool, like, over-under engine that's all hooked up. It's a cool engine. Oh, one of the planes is gonna die. Time. Round 2. See if it's as close as the first one was. First set of crams. Wow. Not getting nearly as fortunate as the initial volley the first round. These magnets. Oh, the second volley kind of weird too, honestly. Looks like the first round of crams, immediately burrowing through and killing a gun here. Somehow that only counts as 5% firepower. Is that another dead gun? Not quite. Alright, it took out a couple firing pieces. Doesn't look like it... Oh, it did get into the gun itself. Can you still fire? I do like just the continuous line of missiles coming out of this thing. It's really fun. Mines? Missile mines? Minesels? Missines? That was a dry fire. Got a couple. Okay, it has at least one working firing piece. In fact, it looks like it has only one working firing piece on that gun. Oh dear. It had two. It's dead now. Pretty confident it's dead now. And it looks like we got a bunch of hits in here too, so this one might be going down. Oh man. Looks like one of the planes has taken enough damage that it's DQing as well. How are we looking? Wow. Wow. Really chewing into the armor here, though. We are down to being able to see the actual turret well again. Did that cram just go full sideways before detonating? We're definitely getting to a point of failure on this main turret. Yep, there went the plane. Man. Yeah, it did bounce. That was another one that just kind of fell down onto the deck and exploded. This is such a close match. The Crambitch has it just doesn't have quite enough focused firepower, it seems. Jesus. You gotta love the sound of that. To burrow into the gun itself. It gets so close. Like you can see. Is the organ side switching? Does it do that? I don't even know if it does that. I don't know if this is a coincidence or if it's doing it on purpose or if it was just closing. I have no idea. I know they mucked with the way that the broadside AIs work. It doesn't seem to be negatively impacting this round or the last round, so the next time I see some kind of weird suspicious behavior, I might run through all of the entries and just make sure that the new setting is basically turned off. I think it lets it like double your approach angle or something similar, or maybe it's not double, maybe it's like add it to itself. Well, that is doubling. Never mind. It's early in the morning. It's actually a fairly good idea. It's just that if you didn't specifically plan for it and the default is for it to be at its maximum setting, it could really screw with how your ship maneuvers. I don't know why the default wouldn't be 1 so that it's not doing anything. Oh, we have another nuke of shame. Both of the planes out of the fight. God, we have almost burrowed through to the gun again on the other side. Such impressive firepower from the Crambridge, but it looks like things are starting to wind down again. It's really looking like, oh, you know, his little deck-mounted HE APS actually take big chunks out when they hit. I don't think we've really gotten to like just sit back and watch those before. Man, this one's really close. 76 to 76. The only difference is that the monitor is just still pumping out more firepower. Whoa! Alright, there's a couple chunks of health loss there. Oh, we're getting close to a cut here. If it were to just hit like this spot there and this spot here with crams, you'd lose what? 5%, maybe 6% health? Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're not firepower dead just yet. Hey, we could see parts. In fact, that's damage to the gun right there. That's so impressive that the Crambridge managed to burrow through. How did you guys get this close to each other? Hello? The hell is that? Are you sinking? Is that what's happening? No? I mean, it certainly makes the boats more dynamic-ish, I guess. Oh boy. Alright, well, it looks like the Lizard managed to eke out both of these rounds by just a couple of points in health. Both times its gun started to fail, which is spooky. Okay, now for the final round of the winner's side brackets. We've got the Memeing Eagle versus the Honest Grasso, Fat Onyx herself. I have no idea how this is gonna go. That kind of looks like a goose. They kind of look like geese. I never fucking noticed that. They have a bird profile. I made it. How did I not notice? Anyway. Ceremonial first round of crams. The warning shot being heated by the Grosso. Missing, of course. Second round coming in. Looking bigger in terms of explosion. APS gun is dead. Almost dead. Not quite. Holy shit, look at the hole it ripped. That was a bounce. That was the whole main tower just dead. Oh man. Fat Onyx losing firepower. The Memeing Eagle actually losing some firepower too. Meanwhile, the blimp and the paraboys are locked in pointless, impossible combat with each other. Grosso has lost 20% of its firepower. What from? Turret cap? Missiles? Seriously, what from? Oh! Wow, look at that. Okay, so it stripped away the deck, and then HE went down through the gap, through the armor that protected it up top, and blew out cram components. That's unique. Don't see that often. God damn. I love firepower focused matchups. concentrated firepower on the meme might come back to haunt it. Although, man, lots of big chunks being ripped out of Onyx here. Definitely one very dead APS turret there. Oof. Turret cap hit. Another turret cap hit. Oh, man. Whew. Narrowly avoiding full-ass turret death there. Basically tied in health and firepower, despite being radically different ships. Oh, that is a lot of firepower still coming out. It's looking bad for Fat Onyx. Who is turning in now because of who knows why. Probably the new broadside nonsense. They have gotten really far from each other for some reason. The meme has taken more damage in this rear cram, it looks like. But I mean, these crams are big. Yeah. Yeah, that looks to be... Oh, okay, we've got more visible... Oh, man! Look at the damage. Okay, so this gun is functionally dead. Yeah, okay, that's APS. Just blew through. Hot damn. Oh, shit. Another big APS plus cram hit here. Scoring some serious damage in that gun. The meme might be running out of firepower very soon. The blimp has been killing the hang gliders pretty effectively, it looks like. Oh, the Onyx might just be a little bit too durable for the meme. Oh shit. Well, never mind. That neck is toast. Although the meme really starting to bleed firepower now. The crams have definitely been burrowed into. And it looks like one of the paragliders is disqualifying itself. Probably can't control itself. The geese. Oh, is it just dead in the water? Yeah. Well, that'd do it. So how are we looking over here? We functionally firepower dead? Nope. Nope, nope. Has 3 functioning firing pieces, 4 functioning firing pieces, and a lot of missiles. Although the missiles don't have a chance in hell of hitting if they're going to be doing that. I don't know if you saw it, but it aimed it for a stupid spot way at the back. Memeing Eagle decidedly behind in firepower now, but ahead in health. We'll see if it can maintain that. How is this cram still alive? This turret cap should be dead. But no. Both firing pieces still working. Man, more explosions going up. Just, this side has just been chewed away. Not even close to any cuts. Lost some engine power, though. Yeah, the Honest is actually kind of looking alright here. Its armor's really holding up. But the meme is slowly failing and falling apart. It's hard to say how much longer it's going to have any firepower at all. Looks like we've got 4 firing pieces spread out along 2 turrets, but I think both of those turrets are pretty severely damaged. Yeah, and they're also open air turrets now, as it were, which is not how you want to be looking. Any one round ready to pop them. Grosso has pulled ahead in health. It's now ahead in health and firepower. Although you can definitely tell that it's primarily been getting hit with high explosive and thump. That was a bouncing cram. No more fusing on that one. Looks like the other paraglider has been defeated. The blimp reigns supreme. It does look like the Onyx is fat enough to survive the scream and the meme. Just barely, though. She is absolutely full of holes. But those cramps have been neutered. They've got nothing left. Bonk. You still shooting at him? Oh, looks like your engine got killed. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Well, you hate to see cram entries fight each other. But I think that cram is completely dead now, too. No! Somehow it's still alive. Jesus. Alright, first round to Fat Onyx. Let's see if it can do it twice. We do have an immediate explosion, which has to be on the Memeing Eagle because APS. Whoa! That's some good damage. Oh, look at that. It was mostly on the turret cap, too. Spooky. Didn't get anything meaningful, though. Gonna need more than that. He just really hates this detection tower. Oh, I guess it was probably aiming for the gun. Meme only down 1% firepower so far. Oh, man, those crams just chew through so many blocks. Did that just... No, it must have gone in between in this hole here. Oh... Thump. If that had been HE, that turret would be dead. Those were HE. I'm pretty sure that turret's dead. No, it's still firing somehow. Oh my god. Yeah, the neck. Nothing but... well, okay. Alright. Well. No longer nothing but neck. Now just nothing. This cram opened up. This time it looks like the meme is really peeling away the right blocks on the Honus. God. Oh, let's see how the meme is holding up. I'm sure we've got multiple revealed guns by the metric of the firepower dropping. Yup, we can see internals in both of these where HE has started working on them. The caps look to be fine. This gun's getting targeted. Oh, yeah, and we've had some HE leak in and do some damage. But we're largely looking okay. Although, I say that and we just took a huge hit to crams. Either the front or the middle one here. The front, oh man. The front losing about half of its blocks. That said, the Grosso is really hurting on firepower too. Oh god, it's just hurting. It's just another fight that is just in constant slowdown. from shit exploding constantly. It looks like, again, the Grosso might just outlast the meme. Oh, a propulsion hit. We haven't had many of those. Looks like all the props survived somehow. Ooh, direct on the turret cap. The turret cap surviving 2 direct hits this round. Let this be a lesson to always use layers, I guess. Ooh, that's a whole ass gun dead. Although I think this one was already buried into, but this second cram really getting hurt now. We are basically tied in firepower, but the Grosso's still losing a lot of health here. Man, look at that. Center of the ship just ripped open to daylight. By pure HE hatred. That's a big line of torpedoes that are going to hit. How's the meme looking? We're getting low on firepower. 3 minutes to go somehow. This rear gun is still looking okay. Not good, but okay. Ooh, that's a lot of cram parts right there. I don't know how much we have left on these front two. Judging by the firepower score, not a lot. Oh, those torpedoes probably, yup. Finishing off that turret entirely. 3, 4. Okay, looks like there's 4 surviving firing pieces on the meme. That's not enough. I think the Honest is going to weather the storm twice in a row. These chunky fucking armored turret necks just barely being enough to survive the damage. Look at that! You can see the gauge snakes. Oh, well, bonk. Did that kill it? No. Sure didn't. It hit up front. Oh man. Yeah, the extra reliability and penetration power of the APS compared to the crams really making a huge difference. Looking bad for the meme. Although this time both of the hang gliders survived. Good for the geese. Where the fuck are they? There's one. Oh, there's the other. And the blimp looks alright. Just an absolute skeleton here. But it's a skeleton that can still shoot. And because of that, it has taken the lead in health and firepower, despite getting roundly and soundly thrashed in the beginning of the match. With a minute left, it looks like it's actually going to DQ the meme due to health. Yep, the face is still mostly intact. The screm lives on. Yeah, boy, the difference that having APS systems can make, man. That's it. Okay, first round of the losers bracket. Best of ones here. This is going to be the 42 versus the Horst. Horst already losing a little bit of firepower. Ah, firing piece. 2 firing pieces now. Saw a lot of damage being done midship. Oh, okay, that's a turret probably? No? Did it really have that many 50 cals? Or maybe it was the other simples, the flak 88s. I see some components in there. Yeah, that turret is popped. Oh, man. The 42 may be getting through the Horst's kind of slow and steady approach to firepower here. Oh, okay, the Horst's firepower suddenly been almost completely removed. Oh man, yeah, we had basically every turret pop, it looks like. We've just got this one left. Such a good silhouette though, man. What a pretty boat. Definitely cool to see it fighting this castle with a flag on top of it in the distance. This medieval fairy tale ass looking thing. It's really fun. This game is great sometimes. Well, that's the final turret. Alright, next up we got French Fire, the Diffuse versus the Meme. The Meme kind of trying to fly here for some reason. It's not something it usually does. What the fuck from the depths? I don't know. This game... I've never seen it do the fucking liftoff routine before. Lots of damage coming in already on the Foo. We've lost 18% firepower. We do know from experience it likes to turn out and try to be, you know, long distance fighting. God, not working out for it against the Crams. The Crams don't care. At 24 meters a second, you're basically sitting still against Crams most of the time. Although the turning back in causing a couple to miss. However, we're already down to 58% firepower. Just the big hits coming in here. Oh man. Got to watch that turret get clipped in real time. Ooh, that's another turret cap nailed. Buoyancy recalculation kind of sending us straight down into the water for some reason. Doesn't happen often. Ooh, more big hits coming in center ship. Yeah, okay, some of the guns have been broken into on the Meme by the firepower of the French Fire. Center looking pretty chunked away too. But man, the HP damage going on is problematic. That gun really popped, it seems. Oh man, we're already getting down to looking like a skeleton here. Just a lot of big crams, man. About 2% left. And there it is. Now we've got Mephistopheles' Belith going up against Maxolotl's Crambage. That's a lot of hits initially. That is a lot of hits initially. It looks like the guns managed to survive all those crams. Crambage itself taking a little bit of firepower damage. I'm going to assume that's from the Belith. Yes. Yup, that is from the Belith getting in through the necks. Oh man, yeah. Oh, these shells are so problematic for the Crambage. Oh man, it's the Crambage is very good at taking HE firepower, but this high penetration focus is just ripping the turret necks to pieces. A lot of like deep reaching serious damage done here, but the gun's all surviving so far. Mecha's ship definitely one of the prettier silhouettes in the tournament. Very lovely looking out there. Starting to get serious looking back here from the Belith, just constantly poking holes. Although, firepower starting to fluctuate pretty heavily on it. Might have found some guns finally. Neither of these yet, but we're close. No. We may be getting autoloader firepower reporting jank going on. Although we can see AI, that's not what you love. It's like the poor planes are getting shot up by these secondaries. Crambage down to 29% firepower, looks like. Uh-oh, one of the planes gonna die. No, little friend. Turning in from Max. I mean, honestly, it looks like most of the surviving firepower is in the rear, so this kind of works. Oh, the dive bomb. Did he get it? Did he get it? Oh, come on, man. You can't do that. That's not cool. Wait, there it went. Oh, man, it does look like the Crambage is really just about out of firepower. It did a lot of damage to Mecha's ship, but just not quite getting the guns. The mast, though! Ooh, and actually, hello, gun. I was just talking about you. Missile pod, or the torpedoes from Mecha, doing a great job here. Oh yeah, we've got the please don't blow me up sign. Smaller empty space also sponsored by please stop tipping over. Those are definitely not gonna hit there, although they're really fucking cool to see. Render distance mods, wakes, are so good when they work. Kind of winding down now. The Belith really not having lost much firepower, but a lot of blocks. So close. Like, it's just so close in so many different places, but just not quite there, man. That is interesting. Right underneath the deck, kind of a vulnerable spot in the turret here. That's a serious vulnerable spot, actually. An APS or a cramshell finds its way here, and your turret just dies, man. Such a nice silhouette to this boat, though. The poor planes. We might not have any firepower left over here. Oh, this one looks like... Oh yeah, no, okay, so this one's still shooting. But it's not looking great. 3% firepower on that gun, it looks like. Just some holes. Oh, was that a turret cap kill from the Peregrine? Maybe it was a torpedo. Very nearly got to the health margin. It did solid 20% to the Belith. Came incredibly close to taking out its guns, but it just... The turrets were just a little bit too vulnerable, it looks like. And the final match of this second round of Loser's Bracket. The 49 versus the Edgelord. Cram's coming in. Edgelord already taking firepower damage. You hate to see that. Some turret cap hits there. Not quite. Well, those were APS gauge snakes. Alright, okay, we're seeing APS damage come in. It's not reporting a lot of firepower lost, but could be bullshit. Ooh, I think that's a dead gun. Yeah. Edgelord also really bleeding some firepower, though. Yeah, looks like this Cram is basically dead. This one's looking fine. Alright, it looks like one Cram has been killed so far on the Edgelord. Unless this one's dead too, which it might be, looking at it. No, it is not. Peregrine getting a nice little bombing run in. Close in firepower and health. Whoa, this could really go either way. It seems to depend wholly on where these Crams hit and whether their fuses allow them to actually deliver their payload. Those landing right on the turret cap, doing almost no damage. Hard to say what happened with that. Down to 60% firepower on the edgelord. That probably means another cram has been compromised. Getting close here with the torpedoes to killing this gun. 50% firepower. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a whole turret gone. We're starting to bleed a bit now. Looks like we're down to 2 surviving crams, and one of them is being targeted and has been damaged. Still have 4 firing pieces intact, though. So we are truly at 50% firepower, give or take. Oh, man, oh, man. Hey, got some engine damage there. All right. The 49 starting to pull ahead in health, though. Ooh, man. Edgelord taking a big chunk of health damage there. Oh, God. The aim point just not... Hey, that's some AI components. All right. Those were APS components. Torpedoes going in and hitting some APS components, too. Ugh. These crams. Something about them just doesn't feel quite tuned. At least for the kind of big silhouette that the 79 has. 79 reporting 0 firepower for absolutely no reason. We can see rounds coming out from it. One, two, 3 firing pieces left intact. 2 firing pieces left intact. On the edgelord. Looks like we might be engine dead. I mean... Yeah? Oh dear. That's the last cram gone. It's all up to the torpedoes now. I did just take another full-ass main turret off of the Z49. But it has 0.8% health till it DQs left. And a lot of ground to make up against the 49, which still is reporting 0 firepower for no reason. Zero firepower while watching it shoot is from the depths as hell. Looks like the 49 took that, though. That is a health DQ.